Good morning. It's day 38 on the Continental Divide Trail. Today we have more climbing and we are probably going to run into more snow today. So let's see how it goes. Let's hike.
My name is Michelle Bentley. I'm a retired Houston firefighter and empty nester who loves to get out and explore God's beautiful creation. For years, I've dreamed of hiking from Mexico to Canada on the roughly 3,100-mile Continental Divide Trail, the most remote and rugged of the long-distance trails in the United States. This year, with the support of my amazing husband, I'm beginning this epic solo journey. I love to share my adventures, so come and hike with me.
Well, at least we're starting off with the trail this morning because yesterday afternoon was pretty tricky to navigate. Yeah, those are elk. They're so huge, good grief. Here's where we're headed. Wow, this is so pretty. Look back here. Mountains everywhere. Yeah. There are so many lakes in this area. One right there, one right there. It's really pretty. A view of these. Oh, it's a valley way down there. All right, gonna use my hands so I don't slip. Still no snow, which is great. There's one section I'm a little anxious about ahead. That's a really big steep descent that had a whole lot of snow on it. So we'll see if it's still there or if it's melted off. I've had really pretty good trail conditions so far. We just saw a massive bull elk, but I wasn't able to catch it on camera, so I will try. They are fast. Through the willow trees. I'd expect to see moose down in that wet area. Whoa! Don't fall over. That's pretty. Have to cross lots of little snowmelt falls like this. Made it. Well, this is Blue Lake and it's gorgeous. Wow. That's beautiful. It's even a prettier view from up here. Look at those cliffs. Gorgeous.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. There's a chimney in the middle of absolutely nowhere.
That's what's left standing.
How did they get the bricks in? There's not
Seriously.
roads. That is just a beautiful lake. You can see all the fish swimming around. Water's so clear. It's a pretty good sized trout. And there's the Blue Lakes from up above, because we're climbing now. First significant climb of the day. So yesterday was like one long huge climb, and then a little bit of down, and then another climb. Today is more like shorter climbs, a couple of decent ones, but and then you drop down and then you climb up, some more up and down, similar elevation gain as yesterday though. Boy, those climbs up from the lakes are always the toughest, because you're down kind of low and they take you up several hundred feet very quickly with steep switchbacks and sometimes just straight up. It's crazy. But the reason I was blowing back there, it's not so much that I was out of breath, is there's so many mosquitoes down by the lakes too, so I have to keep blowing to keep them from getting into my mouth. Although I am out of breath right now. All right. I'm gonna wait here for a minute and let downhill catch up. These have to be some of the most beautiful mountains. All of the San Juans. This is my first time seeing the South San Juans, and they're just spectacular. Except for these mosquitoes. Every time we get down near water, oh my goodness, I have not seen so many mosquitoes. I'm so glad I treated my clothes, but they find my face and anything that's not treated with that permethrin. Whew, they are nasty. Y'all are gonna get tired of seeing all these lakes. So many of them, but they're so beautiful. We're about to start a pretty good climb, so right now, about to walk through the corn lilies. It's a beautiful day though. Beautiful view down the valley. This is like fairy tale beautiful. Now that is a really big lake. Like, wow, I don't know which one that is. I looked on my map, it's Platoro Reservoir. Wow, there's this huge waterfall. You could hear it way up here. I'm gonna zoom out to where I'm at. Wow, it's crazy. But it all washed out. Whew. And then it just drops off, so that's scary. Started at my first big climb. We were just down there not a few minutes ago. And this thing, climbing steeply, up over 12,000 again. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm a little over halfway up the first big climb here. Looking back. I think, by the way it's taken this, I'm wondering if we're going up there somewhere. I have no idea. Not many other places to go though. Look at the views from this little saddle I'm on. Like, that's crazy. Alright, onwards and upwards. These purple and yellow flower combinations are so pretty. I think I'm getting closer to the top of the climb. I'm up there now. Whew. All right, let's see where this trail goes. I think I see it over on that hill. Wow, pretty valley. Making our way down so that we can climb back up. Look at how spectacular this is. Man. Well, it's our first little sketchy snow crossing, but I think we can probably make it down through the footprints that are there slowly. So we need to cross this stream, but there's a lot of snow there. Our trail's over here. We're gonna drop down here, see if we can hop across where it's not flowing so fast, and then we'll just climb back over to the trail. So basically this part of the trail, we've been following this river valley up to, I guess, the head of the valley, and then I'm gonna climb up and over a pass somewhere up here. So green. Look how lush green everything is here. We've had so many of these little stream crossings. Well, this one's a little bigger. Try to rock hop over here. I was looking up here wondering where on earth we were crossing over, because that all looks very intimidating. But I think our trail crosses over and goes over a pass over here somewhere. No trail through here, just little cairn posts that you follow. So fun. Here, this looks like a bit of a trail, sort of. Okay, that's better. Climbing up there somewhere. We crossed just under that waterfall. The trail crossed like right down here, and I didn't see it because it was kind of around that corner and hidden. Beautiful. Okay. This is a big climb. Second big climb. Then we have one less tall and less steep climb, and then a final big climb. So getting over this one, I only have one really big climb left. So I climbed and came up and down that mountain, and came down, down, and then worked up the valley to the head of that valley, and now I'm climbing back up this other side. That's kind of cool to see. Crazy. It's so crazy to me that I was just up there. Like I crossed that pass, came down through here. That is so nuts. And now I'm almost to the top of the mountain on the other side. I've got to climb up here over this pass. Almost there. I made it up the pass and I got a view of my next set of mountains. Wow. The wind has died down on this side. It's being blocked, so I'm gonna come up here, sit and wait for downhill, have a little lunch break. Oh, this is great. Well, I successfully crossed that little patch of snow just by kicking my steps in. There wasn't a huge slide out, but enough of one. And I am following the trail. The pass is actually over here. So let me see where this trail went. I think it goes up here. Okay, cool. Well, we are starting to run into some sketchy snow stuff. So we did a little creating our own route to get up. We're about to go over this pass, and then we'll see what our descent looks like on the other side. This is the one I said I was nervous about earlier today. It is beautiful. This is the pass. Aw, waterfall. This one's a bit of a jump. Nice. Where we came down, looking down the valley. It's such a beautiful place, but so many dead trees from the pine and spruce beetle kill. It's terrible. So here's where we came down, there, and then we did these steep switchbacks all the way down and across here. Nuts. This is the CDT for you. My whole trail is in overgrown willows on a slanted slope, and I can't see my feet or the rocks or the roots. Keeps it exciting. Had so many pretty waterfalls today too, which I guess I'm going to be crossing. We were approaching the next pass, about 7/10 of a mile. But at least I kind of see where I'm going now. Very pretty. My next mountain views here. Had so many different views today with all these climbs and passes. And then there's just more mountains and more mountains. Whoa. But I think my path is up through there by the way this trail is going. This trail is insane. It is so skinny and like off camber. I'm glad to get up over this pass. I made it. Oh, that was scary. Mostly because I just feel like still loopy today, so that is so disorienting. heading down towards that valley. I'm breathing so heavy because this was hard as heck. We had to cross that snow and slide down the mud in the tree. What I would do is, once you slide closer to the snow, kind of slip over the log and stay in the dirt, because that snow right there is slick, and then slide down to the next tree. Look like little castles or sand castles. Oh, that was the hardest descent we've had. Just so many obstacles. We're just looking for camping. We're not going to start the last big climb because it says only one tent site where we were looking at, and that's not going to work. So we'll just get up early and tackle the last major obstacle. Because after that, snow conditions are much better, and the trail's not as difficult, dangerous. Okay. We made it to camp. We didn't do the final climb because that last descent was so long and sketchy, and so we're saving the climbs for the morning. So we're 27.7 miles from Wolf Creek. We'll see. We may push and try to make it tomorrow, or we may wait one more night. Okay, here's our tents. Here's our view. We're right by the Conejos River, and we're going up somewhere tomorrow, somewhere this way. All right, I will see you in the morning.